It was the 26th of January, so it was Australia Day, and it was 2014. We'd been on the island for the weekend with a group of friends, which was really nice. We had a beautiful weekend, and Great Capital Island's always fantastic to be on. We were told, I think it was the Saturday afternoon, that they expected a cyclone to come. If we wanted to get off the island, we had to get off that morning, the Sunday morning. We were supposed to stay an extra night, but we were told the big ferry wouldn't run over 25 knots, and my husband said, oh, you know, that's okay, I've had the boat out in the 25 knots. Our friends were on the ferry, so we decided to leave the island. We rang the Coast Guard, put our life jackets on, and we set off. And it was a little bit scary because I'm scared of the water at the best of times, but we set off across the water and we were all okay until a few kilometres out of the harbour, when the boat just flipped. It took us a while to get the EPIRB out of the boat because it was in a cupboard next to the driver's seat chair, and the driver's seat chair had bent and pushed up against the cupboard. So my husband had to keep diving under the boat to pull the chair apart, and then he got the EPIRB out. So it was a couple of hours of trying to get the EPIRB out before we could set it off. But I'm not sure, like, our friends knew that we were missing, and they were concerned, and they'd sort of asked around the Coast Guard, and they sort of thought that we might have gone fishing. But anyway, it was the EPIRB that set everything in motion. We were out there for a good 4 hours. It felt longer. Well, we were told that the EPIRB hitting up against the boat was affecting the signal. So I don't know, but that's what they told us, that the signal wasn't clear. So they did a good job to find us. They went straight over the top of us because we could see them out on the land going back and forth because it was not great weather. And yeah, we could see them, and we just hoped that it was for us. And they went straight over the top towards the island, and we'd already seen the Coast Guard go past, and we tried to flag them down, but they couldn't see us. They came back, and they come really low and slow and just come back, and they stopped over the top of us, and that's when they flashed their light. You know, I still had that hope there. I don't know how you explain it when you think it's the day that you're going to die and that you're going to see your kids die. You know, no mother ever wants that, because, you know, as a parent, that's your biggest fear, isn't it? Losing your children. So, you know, my one thing was, and it's really selfish, is that I thought that I was the weakest swimmer, that I would die first, so I wouldn't have to watch my kids die. The kids are all grown up now, they've all got jobs, they're beautiful people, which we all say about our kids, but they are, you know, they're caring, they're kind, they're funny, you know, they get along well with their workmates, they're working, they're living their lives, which is what they should be doing. Yeah, it's good, life's good. Every time I see the little donation box, I always put something in it, you know, and you remember what's happened, and it's still, the memories are still there, of course. We're really grateful for them. Certainly have an EPIRB, don't go anywhere without an EPIRB, because that's what helped them find us, and certainly donate to the RACQ rescue helicopter, because you never know when you might need it. And we've had friends that have had to use it since, and you know, it's a small world. You do hear of people needing it. I would be fairly certain that we wouldn't have made it, and it would have been petrifying in the dark. You know, it was scary enough, it was daylight, but to be out there in the dark, it would have been horrendous. I've never gone back to see them, but, you know, I really, really appreciate the service that they provide, because your kids and your family mean everything to you. I think about them a lot. You know, I really appreciate what they did that day.